is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of
Oh boy, do we have a good episode for you tonight.
You might notice a difference.
Yeah, just a little bit difference. Listen, lots of housekeeping actually. I have a lot to say about our beautiful fans. I just want to thank everyone for the engagement. The interaction I've been getting is great. Makes me really happy. I decided to start kind of posting more on our socials and everything. It makes it really worth it. I wanted to give a big shout out to the people who made that beautiful theme song that you heard. You also hear an outro now too. They graciously donated it to us. We're going to give them a huge shout out. Go check out Corpus Earthling. That's CORPUS_Earthling. And that's on their Instagram handle. Also go check them out at Bandcamp. I will be posting their Bandcamp URL
It'll be in all of our
in our notes, obviously, so you can go check them out. Please go check them out. They actually have some really cool stuff. I've been listening to quite a bit of them ever since we've kind of been in communication. They have some really cool lo-fi, psychedelic rock stuff, and it's really cool. I don't know. I've been liking it a lot. So please go check them out. Also, Rory Quinn has been kind of just a big voice too. Really like that. And then Chris Necht. I hope I'm saying your last name right. He's the guy that liked Ape. His first episode was Ape. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. It's kind of crazy that we can even give shout outs now, because that hasn't happened before. So
you gave us a theme song too.
Yeah, and we have a theme song now. We're coming up in the world. This tiny little podcast is finally making it.
Right on the episode for the greatest movie.
No, but I really you guys are all awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Corpus Earthling, for the amazing intro and outro we have now and the theme song. Really appreciate you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Do you have anything?
No, that's it.
Okay, so thank you. Let's get into this. Again, like you said, it's a weird that we introduce our new cool intro outro, right? But now we have to talk about Ninja Terminator.
So,
oh my God.
We are going, I don't care what anybody says. We are going to do this chronologically. Because I think
the movie didn't bother doing it chronologically, so I guess
it did something.
But I guess it is chronological, but it makes very little sense
for our own insanity.
Yes,
to contribute to our insanity, we will discuss this chronologically because it's like the descent into hell.
Yeah,
you just got to do it in order.
Yeah, it's true. In order. Yeah, we got to do it in order.
As we experienced the director's intentions here, okay?
What were the director's intentions, really, if you can give me that insight?
Garbage.
Yeah. I have I'm not trying to make sense of this movie because there's no making sense of it, and
Please.
you'll see that right away.
What did I keep saying?
This isn't a movie.
This is not a movie.
If it is a movie because of stuff happening and stuff, it's barely a movie.
This is two completely separate things smashed together.
I swear to God, they filmed two separate movies and just decided to make this monstrous amalgamation of poor editing, really bad dub, horrible acting, subpar fights.
But see, that's the magic here, is because it's dubbed, that these two movies could be about anything you want, baby.
What's hilarious?
It doesn't matter.
What's hilarious and what you'll soon realize is our main characters, our two main characters, are not even, they're barely in the movie.
Bold.
They're barely in the movie. Our main dudes that show up on the fucking front cover of the goddamn poster are in the movie for maybe
someone has to.
What do you think? Maybe 10 minutes?
No, more than that, but they don't.
Well, sorry, my bad, because I forgot they take phone calls during the movie.
Well, they take phone calls and they get their houses broken into.
So probably like a
25 minutes?
25, 30 minutes of an hour and 30-minute movie.
But we don't see, after the opening, there is no action from them until the very end.
Yeah.
End of the movie.
So yeah, our action heroes get like 10 minutes. No, not even 10 minutes. Like a 5-minute action scene. And that's it. Okay, so let's do it chronologically. It starts with, we're in Japan.
It says that because there's a subtitle on the screen.
And there's a ninja dojo. And there is a guy putting together a small little golden statue.
The two other guys.
Yep, they have like two pieces. So there's 2 arms and a torso.
And he puts it together, and then they test their weapons on him, and he's completely invincible. Cannot be hurt.
Well, and then
because of the magic.
Our other dude wants to give it a try and can't hurt him, because I don't know why they did this, because we already saw that they can't hurt him. So
just to test it out, because he's like, let me try. Then it immediately we see people running.
It cuts to people running, and what it's trying to allude to is these like 3 people stole the statue. No, there's 3 ninjas.
What?
Remember?
3? Does one of them die?
Yeah, remember?
I don't fucking remember.
The one with the torso dies. Remember? Because the guy gets it back. But then they have to get the arms. You don't remember this?
What? Are you talking about the guy who's practicing and he gets zapped in the back?
Yeah, that's one of them that steals the torso.
But that's after.
But he steals the torso.
Yeah, but that's... Okay.
He helps them steal the torso. It's 3 of them that betray the main bad dude.
Sure, Jan.
I'm guaranteed.
He was not in that opening scene.
He's one of the ninjas running down with them.
I guess.
Because there's 3 black ninjas, and they're getting chased by a bunch of red ninjas.
But then in the scene where he dies, he's wearing a red outfit.
No,
remember?
the guy who kills him is wearing a red ninja outfit. He's wearing a black one, and he's practicing and trying.
No, he's wearing red.
No, the guy
in the scene where he dies,
the torso guy is wearing black.
No,
I guarantee he's wearing black.
Red, because I remember, because he's going like...
See what this movie has done to us?
It's fucking red.
It's black.
This movie is full of shit.
Okay, anyway, who cares?
I care.
Ninjas steal the statue, and we get a sequence where they're getting chased off the property.
And fighting.
Wow, I sound like a 90-year-old man. They're getting chased out of the
ninja property.
Out of the dojo. You dang whippersnappers! How dare you steal my statue? So they
fight off these dudes.
They fight off these dudes, and they get away with them. And the main dude is just kind of upset.
Yes, and then we get a scene of some guy like waving his
red
hand.
ninja, black ninja, who cares? He's practicing in front of the torso, and then he gets murdered. And
by getting a ninja star in his back.
And now we get our golden-haired...
No, we get a funeral.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was the
this is why I wanted to do this chronologically, Will, because I knew you'd fucking go batshit insane.
I'm going to fuck it up.
So, we have a funeral, and this guy's like, my brother... I can't believe he died. Why would he die? You know what's weird is they found pieces of metal in his back. The only reason there would be pieces of metal in his back is because there must have been something suspicious.
There's something suspicious. There's something weird going on. Why would my brother die with pieces of metal in his back? There's something weird going on. This
is not a movie. This is not a movie.
He just keeps talking about the same shit over and over again.
This is not a movie. And that scene, because again, this is not related. They just had a funeral
What I don't
scene.
get is why do we get a scene of these 2 characters talking about what we literally just saw?
Because they're setting up that these people have a stake in it. But it doesn't matter because in 2 minutes, one of them dies.
Yeah, so they're driving away from the funeral and they get bombarded by...
And I don't know if that bombardment scene is before or after we get introduced to our fucking dude in the blonde 50s housewife wig.
I know.
So there's a fucking scene in this... There's a fucking scene.
Get used to this scene.
Oh my god. There's a fucking bullshit ass scene in this movie.
Get used to this scene.
Where it's our dude in a blonde 50s housewife wig.
Well, and I love how
he's the villain.
They want you to believe that this is his natural hair.
But, okay.
No, but I'm convinced that they want you to think
What they believe is irrelevant.
That this isn't a disguise when it clearly is the most obvious.
There's people who think the Earth is flat. It doesn't matter. They're fucking wrong, and the people who made this movie are wrong.
Because it looks so.
Because they also want us to.
It looks so fucking dumb.
Because the fucking idiots who made this also want us to believe that they totally filmed this scene separately. They did not film the scene separately.
Yeah, they filmed one.
So,
they filmed one long scene of him talking to like his crime
it's
organization.
like him on top of a stairway.
Yes.
With did you notice that there's like
a throne
that he never sits on?
Yeah. But it's in the middle of a stairway, which
looks like it's made out of toilet paper.
Well, and it's like the weirdest placement for the throne because it's literally in the middle of like a stairway that goes up into more stairways.
Yeah, the splits into two.
It's not like it ends.
No.
It goes into more stairs.
He never sits on it. It looks like it's made out of toilet paper.
And he just talks to them
and he talks to like goons.
Well, he's basically saying that he wants them to kidnap this girl who has the torso statue, or well, whose guy had the torso statue, because he's convinced that she knows where the other two pieces of the fucking statue are. Like, because they already have the torso, right? But they need the other two pieces.
Yes.
They need the two arm pieces.
Who are owned by the other two ninjas who jacked him.
By the two American ninjas.
What do the two ninjas have to do with the sister?
I have no fucking clue. There is no connection. You know why? Because they're part of a separate movie.
Separate movies. You got it.
And so they're going after her because they're convinced that she knows where these two dudes are, right?
So they're driving somewhere and...
Well, they get ambushed by these goons.
Wearing panties on their head.
And the brother tries to fight them off.
And they kill him.
So yeah, we are doing it chronologically because that organization meeting happens. Well, the one scene we see of that happens before, and then when they get attacked.
What happens though? Because so they kill the brother. Do they just leave?
So they take her.
So she gets kidnapped twice in this movie?
No, wait, sorry, no.
Exactly.
So this is where we get Jaguar.
Does he show up?
Jaguar Wong shows up.
In this scene?
Or does she just drive away?
I don't know. That's what I mean.
I know she gets away because
she's not kidnapped.
Because she's not kidnapped.
She gets kidnapped later.
She gets kidnapped later, even though they had every opportunity to kidnap her right there.
Right now.
I don't exactly know what happens.
Thank you.
I don't think Jaguar Fong comes in yet.
No, because he doesn't come in until Ninja 1, who is
American Ninja 1.
Our repeat man from several movies, calls him on his Garfield phone.
Okay. So anyway, again, this is the only connection we will ever get to these characters, right? They call each other on phones. That is literally it. That is like literally for a good portion of the movie.
No, that's it. What are you talking about? That is literally the only connection.
Well, no, I mean that is the only communication
on screen. Yeah,
that is the only communication they have. They talk to Jaguar Fong, who's really the main character, but not the main character. They talk to him once on the phone
in the beginning. Yeah.
Because they talk to each other most of the time. The two American ninjas.
They have a phone call, and he just tells them that,
Well, they're both like, and we both get...
She's in trouble or something.
We'll just get this out of the way. It's not chronological, but it doesn't matter because we also get their training sequences that go nowhere. Remember the one guy spinning fire and the other guy cutting a watermelon?
Yeah, he cuts a watermelon, and then the other guy spins fire, and that ends. That goes nowhere.
That goes nowhere.
Until they repeat it at the end of the movie.
So forget about that until the last 10 minutes of the movie.
And they repeat it for you. You fucking idiot. In case you didn't fucking get it, you fucking moron. So, yeah, he's on the phone. He calls Jaguar Wong on his... Our dude has a Garfield phone.
He has, literally... And he calls Jaguar Wong, who always holds the phone with a tissue for some reason.
He's afraid of germs.
I don't. But what's funny is he's holding the middle with the tissue, but they're ramming it up against his ear.
Well, don't ask.
So they tell him to go protect
or something. Yeah.
I don't know how they know her, again, but they tell Jaguar Fong to go protect her.
Yes.
Because she knows all the things.
And there's a random bullshit scene where he's walking on the street and he runs into two guys and talks to them, and they're like, so-and-so's dead. And he's like, oh. and then that ends. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then
Well, he doesn't care. He's like, okay.
Then he goes to like a temple thing.
Well, he goes to a restaurant. No, well, it's like a temple that's in front of a restaurant.
And there's 3 guys throwing a baseball.
When he asks them where this restaurant is, where the girl is.
And they're like, you asked too many questions, and then they fight.
They fight, but again, this is where Leo Fong, if it was a game...
Wrong move, wrong.
Leo Fong, god damn it. Jaguar Fong, not Leo Fong. So Jaguar Fong pauses the game right here, right? And he goes to the options menu. And he goes to the difficulty.
Easiest.
Not even easy. It's like very easy. Like for people who just want to enjoy the story.
Yeah, the riveting
literally,
story.
Like want minimal combat and like to win every fight. He selects that, and because for the majority of the movie, I would say like 90% of the movie, he literally cannot be harmed.
He annihilates everyone.
Multiple
times.
Well, and they're very quick fight scenes. They're not very well done. They're telegraphed as fuck. They're choreographed to absolute hell, and none of the punches connect. But it's okay. It kind of adds to the whole enjoyment of the fight scenes, at least. Not the entire movie, because we'll get into that.
It's nonsense.
But then, so he goes to one guy, and he's like, "Where's this restaurant?" And he's like, it's over there.
He just points. And then he goes to the restaurant. And then he sits down, and the guy's like, what do you want? And he's like, what I want's not on the menu.
And he asks for the girl, and she's like, I'm over here. And she's just at the front of the restaurant. He like walked past her, I guess.
And then I don't remember what happens.
Well,
nothing happens.
Well, he just says that he's there to protect her, and then there's just sequences of him fighting just random dudes in fields.
Oh no, yeah. It's like the next scene is him. No. There's a scene where our ninja number 1, is having.
Should we call it like mustache ninja and way too much eyeliner ninja?
Well, they both have eyeliner.
Well, one of them has like a scruffy beard, and one of them has a mustache.
So yeah, Tom Selleck, and he's with his girlfriend.
Yes.
And she's gonna make him drunken crab.
Yeah, and she goes in the kitchen and
she drops the crabs and she freaks out.
Well, and they start crawling all over, and then he throws a ninja star at one in scene.
And then there's also a scene where a ninja in red breaks into his apartment.
Oh yeah.
And looks around.
Well, because they're trying to find the arm.
And he comes home.
And they have a tiny little fight.
And then
the ninja blows smoke at him, and then he's gone.
And then it repeats that.
Well, because now we already got a scene of him breaking into Tom Selleck's house. Now he has to go to the other one.
We get a fight scene in the field.
Well,
where Jaguar
Wong beats up more guys.
It's the same. It's the 3 guys from earlier plus 1.
They brought another guy because at the other one, Jaguar Wong was like, "Tell your guys that I'm like to not come around her." And so they bring one other guy.
Plus 1, and he beats him up too.
And he beats up and doesn't get touched at all. And now the red ninjas have to go to the other guy's house because they have to still find the arm.
Same thing.
So they sneak in and they try and then they have a little tiny fight and then smoke and then they're gone. Are you noticing kind of that these 2 movies? Sorry, this one movie.
Oh, yeah. In the field, he steals the guy's ring. Remember?
Yes. Now I thought I was going insane because I literally thought the next scene was going to be like, because they've repeated this. It's a 3P, right? So now I was convinced we were going to get Jaguar Wong in the field with 5 guys instead of 4. That doesn't happen. So thank God.
Not yet.
So he goes to the jewelry shop,
a pawn shop,
to pawn the ring. And the guy tells him it's like from a Cracker Jack box.
And he tells him to keep it.
Well, and then he sees his old girlfriend.
Well, he just sees a girl first, and we're just like, what the fuck?
So he like chases her down.
And then it's his old girlfriend, and they fuck.
Yeah, and then he goes back to
He takes off her panties with his feet.
Yeah, it's a horrible sex scene. It's fucking like... It's like...
Don't!
It's like under his...
Don't get your hopes up, fellas.
You're not gonna get hot and bothered.
You're
promise.
not gonna get a Woody on this one, okay? It ain't happening, boy.
The angling is so awkward.
It goes,
and there's no.
It's filmed through like a fucking blanket. Like, just don't bother.
It's so bad.
And oh my god! And then
okay, so then he goes back to the temple because he's gonna protect the girl again, right? Mm-hmm. But now the guy at the punch.
He fights.
He fights the same.
Four of them? I don't know.
They look like the same dudes.
Well, no, every bad guy in this movie has the same haircut.
I know, that's weird. They're wearing different clothes, but they have the haircut. Have the same haircut.
They have the haircut from the fucking guy in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah,
Anton.
Yeah,
they have his haircut.
Like a bowl, like long in the back, but bowl in the front.
The fucking weird librarian cut.
Yeah.
And
so
he fights them, and then
our
out of nowhere,
our pawn shop guy just comes out of nowhere,
and he's just like, my brothers.
Okay? Here's what I
pointless.
Find. What I find funny and the most pointless about the scene,
everything,
is when he was pawning the ring.
He told him to keep it.
He told him to keep it. He didn't kill his brother. He let his brother go.
He hasn't killed anybody.
I know. He literally just beats him up.
There's no blood in this.
Well, and like it's funny because he gave the ring back, so this dude's just upset for no reason.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then he gets his ass handed to him.
There's a part where our guy, Jaguar, has his hands in his pocket and he gets punched like twice. And that's like one of the only times.
Every time he's like incapacitated, like hands tied behind his back or something like that. Now you'll notice a trend. Do you notice that our white ninjas, our American ninjas, are nowhere to be seen in these action scenes? You know why? Because they're part of a different movie.
It's a different fucking movie.
So
fucking bullshit.
They don't show up. So they don't. You see them, but they don't really show up for a fight scene until the last 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Just keep that in mind.
But here's what is important, Will, is while Tom Selleck is hanging at his house.
Yes.
A robot shows up.
A Doom robot.
A little robot.
Well, they call it like a doomsday robot or something.
You got a doomsday robot.
A menacing. Oh my god, it's horror. It's a horrific.
Shows up, and it fucking has a voice recording that says like you have 3 days to give us the gold ninja.
You have 7 days to return the gold ninja, so that we can make the ninja Terminator or whatever the fuck. So return that, or else I will turn into a car and transfer a videotape to you at a later time.
Oh, which is they do. And then after this,
so this is where she gets kidnapped, right?
At some point.
Well, at some point he's like distracted by something and she gets kidnapped. I can't remember exactly where or what or when or how, but she does get kidnapped because I
think we have another scene of our bad guy standing at the top of the stairs with his back turned to the bad guys.
Yeah, so this is also where one of the guys has to cut off his pinky because he failed.
But me, dude.
Which is hilarious because it's the first time we've actually ever seen this one goon.
Yeah, no, he's been there before, but it's the first time they focused on him.
Well, it's the first time. Because he hasn't failed at all, because we haven't seen him actually fight.
Yeah, no.
But I'm guessing he failed because his goons didn't do a good enough job.
He is the current boyfriend of the ex that Jaguar just fucked.
So this is where Jaguar gets into trouble because he sees his girlfriend and No, the double cross doesn't happen now. When does the suitcase scene happen where he gets the cocaine?
So there's no point to this scene. I don't get the point of the scene because there's a scene where Jaguar's standing looking like a 40s private eye with a suitcase, a black fucking briefcase, and 2 and 3 dipshits pull up in a car. One of them gets out and they exchange briefcases, and then he opens it and there's like bags, something, and. Later on.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Later on, we find out it's heroin.
We know it's heroin, but it does not show you that it's
What's
heroin.
the point, Will?
I don't know.
What's the point of this scene?
There's no point. For them to break windows in a car and drive off.
He fights them, breaks a bunch of windows, and kidnaps one of them.
Yes.
And he sticks him in his closet because he will not tell him the
this
info.
This is where because I fucking forgot how the fucking girl gets
And then
kidnapped.
after this,
because this guy knows where the
after this, we get a scene of the robot showing up to the door of the other ninja man.
Oh yeah, because we have to do that.
The one who's a bit more chubby, and then it tells him he has 2 days.
Yes.
The Doomsday Robot.
And at a certain point, we also get Tom Selleck. Someone writes.
Oh, when he's on his fucking.
Someone writes ninja on his car.
No, they write.
To. It's like a frosted. It's like a frosted back window, and it says
front window.
To ninja or whatever.
No, it says like 2 days.
Well, no, remember because it says ninja, and then he like rubs it off, and it says 2 days left. So, because at this point the woman has been kidnapped, and they can't get the information out of her because she,
for reasons,
because she doesn't know these people because they're part of a different.
What
movie.
information? Well,
because they're part of a different movie. So anyway, now, so this is where I don't know. Like, we're losing it. So Jaguar Juan has this guy, right? And there's this random scene where
don't forget the random scene where he comes home.
And he finds
goes
the
up
guy
an elevator,
in the closet.
and he goes up and opens the closet, and the dude is in there, and it just ends scene, and we're just like, what's the point of that?
I was like, is the guy dead? But then he's not.
Then we get another scene of the bad guy standing at the top of the stairwell with his back turned while they dub voiceover that could just be anything, and the dude saying, "I will not fail. I will do this."
Well, at a certain point, Jaguar sees his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend.
They go to he goes to a nightclub
and
with the guy he kidnapped.
Yeah, because I guess they're buddies now. Because he's like untied and like
and they see her, and she runs away, and he chases her in a day for night of the temple that we've seen a billion times in the movie.
And then she double crosses him because they jump him in the middle of this tower, and they kidnap him.
And now he's tied up, and they beat him up. And then at some point during this, Tom Selleck is hanging out, and the Doom robot shows up with a videotape.
But it's a car now with a videotape. I wasn't kidding when I said that originally. Yeah. It's literally on wheels now.
It's like flipped over on its side,
and it's transferring a videotape,
a VHS tape, and he puts it on, and it's footage from the movie, but it's the woman being poked with sticks. And they're like, talk, and she's just passed out. And
when does the other dude get the footage of a different movie?
I
can't.
He gets footage from 50 fucking movies. What are you talking about?
I can't believe they actually did that.
Fucking idiots.
So anyway, that'll happen in just a second.
So we get a scene of Jaguar Wong in a chair. And
well, also remember, so when does our 50s blonde meet the scientist with the bomb?
After this.
Okay, is that after this? Okay.
So Jaguar's tied up, and there's a fucking I'm not joking. It's like a 5-minute long scene of these dudes like they're smoking, and then Jaguar's like, "Can I have a smoke?" as the last request of a dying man. And then
the guy's like, sure. And then
have mine. After he takes like 50 billion puffs of it.
He's like, no, I want
my specials.
My specials.
They're in my bag.
I want my punching smokes.
He gets his bag.
I want my kung fu smokes.
He gets his fucking bag. He reaches in there.
Oh my God.
He grabs a cigarette.
And
he's like, listen, you can have one too. On me. Okay. He's like, oh, that's really nice of you.
Before you get into this, I still have no fucking clue
what
happened in this scene.
I don't either.
I don't know what exactly went down and how this plays out.
They could not have picked a worse way to do this. Okay?
Like I have thoughts, but they're probably wrong.
So he's like, you can have a smoke too on me, and then he lights a cigarette, and then he takes like a 50 billion puffs. And then he gives him a cigarette.
The guy,
and then he fucking.
the guy lights it.
I swear to God.
The guy lights
No,
it.
no. You forgot. They included this in the movie. He puts the lighter up to his face. He lights it. The fire goes out. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
The flame in the lighter goes out. It waits like 5 seconds. Then he lights it again. And then it finally
It's so awkward.
is there. And then it finally lights his cigarette. And then you hear a punching noise, like the stock kung
Okay, so
fu.
yeah, because it's showing the bad dude that kidnapped Jaguar Fong, and he's just smoking, and it makes a punching noise.
And then he falls back, and then we get a wide shot of our dude in the chair,
Just still,
and the two
just completely still.
the two other dipshits run to help the guy who got cigarette punched.
Because here's the thing.
No.
You're thinking, okay, maybe.
What do you?
No, well, like you no.
What do you think this is?
No, I know.
Well, they weren't
You think you are? I am.
Who do you think?
I am.
That's his director.
So,
Oh my God! A cigarette punch.
who do you think
Who
you
do you
are?
think you are? Are you kidding me? Damn it! Right. That's this fucking idiot making this movie.
To the normal person watching this movie, I don't know who one normal person would sit through this, but
Imagine.
but
We're seasoned war veterans here.
we're not normal. So
That's not our first rodeo.
to the layman, to the lay person,
The
right?
normie.
When he's leaning over, you think, okay, maybe Jaguar kicked him, right?
There's a punching noise, yes.
Like kicked him in the shin or like kicked him in the balls or something like that, right? but this is not a normal movie because, like you said, it cuts to a wide shot,
And he's just sitting there.
and Jaguar is not moving.
He has no expression on his face.
So it's like it's clearly telling you he didn't kick him.
Or is it?
Well, in some stupid, I'm sure that's what they meant to convey, but it's so badly edited that they couldn't even like convey.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to
Because
convey.
why didn't they have his like leg out?
Because they're stupid.
Like, just have his leg out. It's that simple. That's how you fix that scene.
Oh, simple.
So anyway, he spins the chair around, beats up the two other dudes.
He beats him up with a chair, and then the whole time he's had a knife in his hands.
Yeah.
And he takes off the ropes,
Back to easy mode.
beats up the guys, leaves. One of the main dude is annoyed, and then we get a scene.
He meets up with a scientist. Okay, so a scientist that makes bombs.
My favorite thing is he's like, "This bomb is just as good as all the other ones," and you're just like,
like,
"What other ones?"
you're like, wait a
There's
minute.
no other bomb.
Wait a minute. There has been 0 other bombs. What do you
'Cause
mean the
this-
other ones?
This isn't a movie.
Because this isn't a movie. This is multiple movies crammed into
This is
one.
nonsense. And then we get a scene of Chubby Ninja, and he is in his house, and he gets a videotape.
Yeah, but he gets a videotape of a different kind.
He gets a fever dream tape, I guess,
It's just,
because he
it's
gets a tape of some woman with a voiceover saying, you know, in the old days, a shamed ninja would have to commit harakiri, and then we get
a woman committing harakiri, but
then we get like a billion fucking shots from some unrelated movie. I mean, mind you, the woman committing harakiri is also from a different fucking movie. That's not this movie.
Well, like
It's just footage they had.
it's supposed to like convey that he knows her, I guess, but
Does it?
he doesn't react at all.
I thought that was their fucking lame-brained attempt at getting him to kill himself. Like, listen, bitch,
like shame him.
you were supposed to kill
They're
yourself.
supposed to shame
Yes.
him into killing himself. It doesn't work because he just sits there, just unaffected, like
like
flat, just stone wall.
It's like when people on the internet tell you to kill yourself when they're being trolls. That's what they're doing to him.
Yeah, he
except
just
it's
fucking
except it's 1986, so they deliver a videotape on a robot.
on a little,
fucking-
on a little wheelie robot.
They deliver him a videotape that basically just says, "Kill yourself." And then, like, so I mean, he doesn't kill himself. That goes nowhere.
Because it's literally just shots of like ninjas dying. I don't really understand it, but so now Jaguar Fong's movie is coming to a close.
Well, he's like, yeah, he's escaped.
Well, no,
and-
okay. So the woman is tied up with a bomb, right? So he's gonna do an exchange because he has the ex-girlfriend.
God.
He has the ex-girlfriend, and he's gonna trade her for because remember
He kidnaps her.
because the crime
Yeah.
boss it's his boy
Because he puts on a fucking taxi driver disguise, remember?
yes.
And kidnaps her.
So he kidnaps her, and then he's gonna do the exchange. So in exchange for the woman that's been kidnapped, he's gonna give the crime boss back his girlfriend.
And so what they do is the woman that they're supposed to, the good woman that they're supposed to give him back, they're making do with like a scarf.
They put like a babushka on her or something like that, like a fucking like
I don't know why they
scarf
bothered
thing.
putting it on her because.
Well,
So they get
because they
meet
want
up.
to convince you that she's the one getting the trade off. But if you've
God.
seen any fucking crime movie where they do an exchange, of course they're
The
gonna.
person whose head is covered.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they meet on a fucking cliff.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And he sends the girlfriend, and they send who he thinks is the kidnapped girl, and then he starts getting beat up. But again, it's Jaguar Juan, so he just fucking kicks the guy's ass, and then kicks everyone else's ass, and then gets his ass to the fucking temple.
From the cliff.
Yeah,
And he gets there.
Oh, well, sorry, we also forgot. The crime boss has a little remote, and he says,
supposed-
"If I press this, she goes
starts the
kaboom," and then.
There's only one person
then-
maybe that kabooms will.
Yeah, I know. And then Jaguar kicks a rock at it and he drops it.
But the timer's still
God.
on.
Dude.
So he gets
I literally thought the video was like
was dying.
like broken at this point.
Well, he gets to there and he's like disarming the bomb and
because it's like 15 seconds till it like explodes, right?
but it keeps like pausing.
well, like it keeps like still framing it. Like he'll like run and then it'll still frame. And then it'll go back into like full sequence and then it'll still frame and then full sequence and then still frame.
But he saved her.
And then of course, 1 second before he pulls the cord and saves her.
Now, this is just getting serious. And
Are you ready
we get
for
another training montage.
For what? I don't know. Because our two American ninjas train in the exact same way they did in the beginning.
But there is a new shot of. There was one thing I can't remember what the fuck it was now.
He spins fire, and then there's
the
Well,
watermelon.
remember, they also pull out the statues,
Yeah,
and they
there's
start like testing it on their.
yeah, the guy like,
because one of them has a right arm, one of them has a left arm,
and those parts of you are
and those
invincible.
parts of you are impenetrable as long as you have the item in
have
your
it on
possession.
you. Yes.
So the torso guy can't get hit in the torso, left arm guy can't get hit in the left arm, and then the right arm guy can't get hit in the right arm, or can't get injured. And so don't just forget about that for now, because
Fine.
it doesn't go anywhere. So now we have to complete our first movie.
Yes, where he meets Jaguar Wong meets blonde hair wig man.
Now, I don't know why they were like, this is like the big reveal that this villain doesn't actually have a 50s style blonde haircut. But he immediately like looks at him and like pushes off the wig.
He also takes off his mustache, remember? He has a fake mustache.
Yeah, and he takes off his coat and stuff, and he has like special gloves and like special like boots. I don't
Embarrassing.
I don't know if they were trying to imply, because at certain points he gets they're fighting on a beach and he gets stuck in the sand a bunch,
Multiple
right?
times. That's the
So are they
gimmick.
trying to imply that his boots are like really heavy? Like they're like
Maybe?
that's the weapon is like really heavy steel-toed boots?
Possibly.
I have no idea.
Yeah, your guess is as good as anything.
Now this is the only good fight scene in the entire movie.
How dare you?
Because they actually spend time actually like fighting.
I don't know. I'm pretty partial to the end fight scene where the dude
Nah.
blows himself up out of embarrassment. That's what I'm partial to.
We will get there.
So yeah, they
it's
fight
coming
in the
up.
sand.
So they fight on the beach and they're like fighting, and the guy keeps getting stuck in the sand, and the guy keeps looking for like where to trap him, basically.
Yeah.
So, and this is the only scene where Jaguar Juan like gets his ass fucking handed
bleeds.
to him.
Yeah.
He fucking like he gets beat the fuck up in this scene. And so they're fighting on the top of this thing, and Jaguar jumps onto like a mound of sand, and the guy jumps after him and gets like halfway into the sand.
And then he's stuck, and they're fighting with this dude like only able to use his hands. And then Jaguar like does some head punch.
Well, and it's like a still frame again.
And it's like a delayed death.
They like pause the movie for a minute and then press play again.
Because the dude like punches Jaguar away and then stands there in like a karate pose and then dies.
Well, I don't know if they were supposed to... Are we just supposed to believe they both killed each other?
No, because Jaguar's alive. He's hurt, but he's alive.
Okay.
We only see Baggy.
Oh, he only kills the guy, yeah.
That's over.
But that movie's over.
But here's what we do
roll
get.
credits on Jaguar 1.
But here's what we do get. We get a scene of Tom Selleck doing ninja moves in front of his side of the statue with a picture behind him with a still framed photograph of the beach.
They're supposed to be on a cliff. Like a big cliff.
But they are on a cliff later, so which begs the question, why the flying fuck did you film him in front of a fucking picture of the ocean?
When they show the other ninja guy with the other arm, he's actually on the cliff.
Well, they're on the cliff eventually.
Well, yeah, and then it's like the red guy like praying to the fucking torso, and it's like they're all just bowing in front of their perspective statues.
And then they meet up
for
and
a
fight.
minute, and they just meet up and fight each other.
Where, they all have their invincible parts. They're zapping around and throwing smoke grenades. And then...
Well, I love it. It'll like show them like... the color-coded smoke grenades.
As you should.
Red ninja throws red smoke grenade. Camo ninja throws
like
green
a black
smoke.
one or something, yeah.
And then the black one throws a blue smoke grenade. I don't know.
But
anyway,
the chubby one dies because the red ninja has fucking like Wolverine claws in his elbow.
in his elbow.
So he stabs him in the...
You never know when you're going to need him.
It's so incoherent. You can barely fucking tell what happens when he stabs him.
So...
then
the camo ninja gets the one up on the red ninja.
He gets the one up, and then he just like... Oh my god.
Well, because he like threatens to...
Try to make sense of this. He points a fucking... His fucking, katana or whatever at him. And then the red ninja is like...
Just kill me.
I can't go back. I've lost face. I can't do this. And then it literally just cuts to the camo ninja, Tom Selleck, putting all the portions of the gold statue together. And then
He's become the Ninja Terminator.
And then he puts them up. And then you just... You see
the red ninja.
You see the red ninja
Can't deal with the shame.
Do some fucking...
So he does some like jujitsu and
fucking Naruto shit.
Some fucking like hand signs, and then blows himself up to smithereens.
And then he blows up while the camo ninja slowly turns around.
And it just ends.
To look at the explosion, and it ends. That's a fucking movie.
That's a bunch of movies.
Oh, yeah, this is several.
We watched like a clip show of movies.
We watched something.
You know how like is it Ninja Assassin is like the best parts of...
Shogun
Assassin.
Shogun Assassin is coherent.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is like it's all the best parts from Lone Wolf and Cub, because some people don't want to watch 8 fucking movies.
It cuts out the fat.
Yeah. So it cuts out all the boring parts, right? So you get all the fucking... I mean, not that they're boring, I like them, but it cuts out all the stuff that people generally don't want to see in a samurai epic.
It gives you all the insane shit.
It's like that, but really dumb. Because it gives you... It's like a bunch of different movies. It's like a crime movie, but it's also like a movie about American ninjas getting revenge on their like evil sensei.
Master, yeah.
And then it's also Jaguar Fong protecting a lady that's getting kidnapped, and that's like a bunch of different fucking movies that don't go together, and they try and just cram it all in, and they're like, fuck it, let's just fucking
release it.
Just release it. They fucking duct taped it all together and threw it at the fucking...
It took all that, dubbed over a bunch of garbage.
And then whoever did the fucking like
Here's
edit
the movie.
Just fucking fucked up all the tracking and all the fucking like...
Well, so it's like, they filmed the movie in widescreen, and then when they release it on home video, I guess they like compressed it and pan and scanned it. So you get multiple scenes where there's like two people like on opposite ends, and all you see is like their hand motions.
I love when so it's so bad that my favorite part was at the beginning when they're showing the statue, right? It's supposed to be this big reveal because they set
all the statues. Yeah.
They set one arm down. And you don't see it because it's off.
You see nothing
because it's off screen, and then the other arm is off screen, and then you only see the torso. But it's supposed to be the altar where all of them are together, but you only see the torso because the other two are so far away.
You just see the hand motions of the dudes talking. Like, wow, what a film!
So that's Ninja Terminator. Holy shit! It's just like this weird Frankenstein action movie. It's so bizarre and stupid.
There's so many weird choices in this fucking movie.
The robots in the Garfield film, I'm sorry, that's like the weirdest fucking shit.
That was incredible.
The Doom robots that are these little plastic walking
They name dropped
toys.
the fucking title.
Yeah, because
I don't even know why.
They say something. I think we were like losing our mind.
I was losing my mind.
Because I think they say something about how the statue together makes the Ninja Terminator.
It doesn't matter.
I don't fucking... Who fucking cares?
Know that they say Ninja Terminator in the fucking movie.
All I know is Tom Selleck and the other fucking American Ninja are not the main characters because how could they be?
Because some genius made this.
Jaguar is the only one that even matters because he's in like most of the movie. He's actually doing the most shit. He's the only one doing stuff. The other two just fucking hang out and answer phone calls. That's like, does that sound exciting to you? They just fucking hang out and answer phone calls
on their Garfield.
That is their fucking whole like priority in the entire movie until the end. Oh, and I'm sorry, they do get Doom robots.
That's Joy. She did pretty well.
Are we just jumping right into Shitty Pretty? You're done talking about it?
I mean, like, I might have something else to say later, but I don't know if my brain can handle it.
Dude, it's hard because it's like, I think I was like so brain rotted at this movie that like it was entertaining because of the shit, right?
It is entertaining, but
I'm not, what I'm trying to say is I can't give it like a 1. Or like a 2. I think I would probably go a 3 or a 4.
Really?
Maybe a 4.
I'm giving it a 6. It's entertainment value.
No, I'll bump mine up. Yeah, you're right. A 6 because it's just so ridiculous and so fucking.
Because it is entertaining, but this movie does kind of drive me up the fucking wall because of just how utterly nonsensical it is.
Oh, it's dumb as fuck.
So obviously I can't give it like a high rating.
I do want to change my rating because like I was laughing hysterically at all the fuck ups they did in this movie.
Well, it's just the choices.
It's just like the Doom robots. Like, I mean, come on. And like we're supposed to think this like intimidating camo guy is just like hanging around a fucking Garfield phone. Like, just fucking like
for what reason?
Like I don't understand the choices they make in this multiple movies are just
in the
insane.
Multiple movies they made. Yeah.
One, they had like no idea what to do. So
they literally have no fucking clue what they're doing.
Smash together this fucking thing.
It's just take some bullshit. It's dubbed, so you can say whatever you want to say. You can have the characters saying any kind of garbage you want to say.
I also want to. I forgot to bring this up. The dubbing is great too because you get multiple accents. You get like
on the same character.
British accent. One of them has like a British accent and then a Southern accent.
For no reason.
For absolutely no reason. And the dubbing could not be worse. And
it's incredible.
And it adds to the movie.
I would not.
It is fucking awful, but it's
I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
Same.
For this? For a movie called Ninja Terminator.
I mean, we gave all our fans plenty of time to watch it because we had to delay it.
We had to delay it, and you can watch this movie literally on any platform you fucking put your mind to. I mean, we watched it on YouTube. I know it's on Tubi. There's like 50 billion rips of this on YouTube. Like,
Maybe we should have watched it on Tubi. It might have been a better quality.
It's the same quality. I checked.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I literally checked.
Okay, I'm glad we were. I have premium, so we were able to watch it without ads.
Here's what's funny.
Yeah.
This movie is apparently getting a Blu-ray release.
What?
Soon. Now, first of all, is that going to be remastered? Because good luck. Good luck remastering this fucking garbage pile. And second of all, who the fuck is buying it? What loony bin?
There is no shot I would watch this again.
No, you should watch. This should be the only movie you watch.
Also, shout out to the YouTube channel that we watched on, Wu-Tang Collection. I think we've used them before.
Yeah, we have.
So,
fine purveyors of.
Thank you for uploading this 6 years ago
of genius cinema.
Yeah, I don't know. Just you have to see this for yourself. It's like it's so weird, so horribly edited. It's just it's
such utter nonsense.
It's like a study on how not to make a disconnected movie. Like,
yeah.
If you want to study like disconnected movies and see like how bad they can be, this is a good movie to watch because it really tells you like you could have stitched this together in any way, and this is what you decided to do.
Some vague thing about a statue.
It's so loosely threaded together that like it's just
two completely separate fucking. Yeah, I mean
the fact that we're like over 200 episodes in and this confused the fuck out of us like of what was going on says a lot.
Yeah, we've
watched our share of confusing movies.
We've been in the trenches on this one, and this is still.
This is something.
Oh boy.
Now, it's not, of course, not the worst movie, like worst edited movie we've seen on this podcast either.
Oh, God.
But I will say it's just a weird fucking movie. It's just weird as fuck. And didn't feel like
I wouldn't say weird. It's dumb.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a better word.
It's just dumb.
It's fucking dumb. But god damn it, I laughed a lot.
But it is if you have some beer and a friend, you can get some good laughs out of this, and it maybe you might be a little less just driven to insanity by how utterly nonsensical this thing is.
Yeah, I would not suggest watching this alone though.
Because if you're trying to latch on to like,
you need someone to like spoof on this movie with, like if you're gonna do it, you need some buddies.
You gotta be ready.
Yeah, you gotta be ready, and you gotta have people. Like people need to see this movie to just see how fucking insane it is. How they thought this looked anywhere near a complete movie. I
can't imagine.
I don't know how they thought this was a complete.
What they thought.
Coherent movie. I really do not. I don't understand it. That's probably adds to the entertainment value though. So, yeah. I mean, that's all I have to say. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Thanks again for Corpus Earthling for the amazing music. We are going to go into, instead of just fading out to our stupid voices, we now have an outro.
We will have an actual outro after we give our final line. So
that's
just
it.
know going forward that that's how it's going to be.
And please let us know how you feel about it. And please check them out. They are very good at what they do.
We will credit them in our descriptions in every episode.
Go to their Bandcamp. Please support them.
We'll put a link. So
they appreciate it. We appreciate it. Just send all the love. That's all we're saying. So for They Mostly Come Out at Night, this has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.